Hi everybody and welcome back to the Upside Dan. I got to see Renfield in theaters and I'm here to give you my spoiler-free thoughts on the movie. So I was looking forward to Renfield. I didn't love the trailers, but I did like them, and I think that the big pull here is Nicolas Cage as Dracula. And of course, I love Nicolas Hoult as well. Those were the big pulls, more than even the trailers and the promotion, really. I was like, this could be a really fun movie, and I gotta say that it is a fun movie. It's campy at times. The violence and gore especially is campy, like blood is spurting out like a geyser. It's really cool though. The violence and the gore is a very big positive for me. I think that they did very well with it. Like I said, it's campy. It's not realistic. I do gotta say the violence was a lot of fun. A lot of reactions from a lot of the audience members in my theater at just random, really out there, really big kills. Heads exploding, heads getting kicked off, bodies exploding, arms getting ripped off and then used as weapons. The cast is great, especially the two Nicks. You got Nicolas Hoult and Nicolas Cage as Dracula. It's just so great to see. I think that they really did a great job at acting here. Nicolas Cage is just hamming it up as Dracula, and I don't think that this version of Dracula would have worked in many other actors, if any other actors' hands. Nicolas Cage does it justice, and he's a huge standout. Him and Nicolas Hoult, just great standouts. Really good chemistry together, very good characters. You know, you really get deep with Nicolas Hoult. This is kind of an allegory for toxic relationships, narcissism, and, you know, being codependent and how to get out of those kind of toxic relationships. And I really enjoy that aspect, that we actually got into that. Dracula and Renfield did have a toxic relationship, so I'm glad that at its core it's about that, and I think that they did a pretty good job with that. Awkwafina is good. I mean, it's her same, you know, kind of stuff. But she's good. I really like her. Ben Schwartz is good. I can't help but hear Sonic now. He was pretty good. He was hamming it up though. He was over the top. There's a lot of good comedy here. I thought that a lot of it landed. I think just overall, this film is better than even the trailers or the promotion make it seem. It was just a fun, entertaining theater experience. I think that you should definitely go see it in the theaters because it's really cool with a packed crowd. I mean, there's cheering, there's reacting to the kills, there's laughing, chuckling. There's a lot of that stuff that I think that, you know, people clapped at times. And at the end, I think that it's just an entertaining ride from start to finish. It is a short runtime. I think some of the things could have benefited from a little bit longer of a runtime, but not much longer, because I just think that they did the horror comedy aspect mixed so well, and I think that the longer the movie gets, the harder it would have been to keep that up, but I do think that it could have been a little bit longer. He's in it a lot, but I wish we even got more Dracula, but Nicolas Cage is in it a good amount. And I gotta give more props to the makeup, prosthetics, and visual effects department, because they did a great job with this makeup. There's times when Nicolas Cage, he's burned, but they did a really good job with that. As the film progresses, he gets a little bit better and better, so he still has some scars and makeup on him, but you'll see that it gets better, so they did a really good job with that. It's not going to, but I think that it should be in contention to at least be nominated for the Oscars. I thought that they did a phenomenal job with that. Definitely some of the other effects could use work, just like blood. Blood is shooting out of bodies like geysers. Look around you and there's not blood on anything around you. There's not much blood on the humans that are feet away from this carnage. I didn't have too much of an issue with that, though. It's not like a negative. CGI is fine, you know, everything's good. I think that they did a really good job with the practical effects, though. You don't really get comedy horror that much, let alone a comedy horror with really good special effects, practical effects. I really appreciated that. Again, it's a fun movie. I think that they could have delved deeper into some of the script. There's like a side plot with the mafia and everything. I didn't mind that. I thought that that part maybe could have gotten a little bit more development, but for the most part, I really don't have many qualms with this film. There's definitely issues, but I really had just such a fun time, and I thought that it was actually pretty good, you know, for what it was. There are definitely some editing mishaps that I even noticed, so the editing's a little wonky at times, and like I said, there won't be blood splatter on walls where there definitely should be, or people that there definitely should be blood splatter on. There's stuff like that, you know, little nitpicks. I had a fun enough time where I can forgive a lot of that stuff. If a comedy horror mix, you know, with graphic violence isn't your thing, I don't know if you'll love it. If you're not a fan of Nick Cage and his shtick, I don't think you'll fall head over heels for this movie. If you're not a fan of Awkwafina's shtick, this is not going to forgive that for you. I thought it was a pretty well-made movie and just a fun theatrical experience. I think a fun thing to do with your group of friends. Bring them to this movie. You could have some fun. You can have some laughs. Be entertained for an hour and a half. I think that this is going to be somewhat of a crowd pleaser. It won't be for everyone, like I said, but I think that a lot of people will have fun with this movie. I know I sure did. Have you seen Renfield? Let me know down in that comment section what you thought of the film. But what would I give Renfield? Renfield gets a 7.5 out of 10 from me. That's a 7.5 out of 10 for Renfield. If you liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more content from me, please click around here to see some other content from me. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the movie fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, make me your 40x guy, and come to the upside down.